Hello sa lahat. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Magandang umaga, magandang tanghali, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. And speaking in armed officer, by the way, stay tuned because I want to share with you and I wanted to tell you uh, um, who who's former president that I met um, in person, face to face, and why. Okay, so stay tuned. And yeah, armed officer. There's a company that, without mentioning their name, required armed officer to use the. I'm talking about the holster. They required to use the holster level 1. And there's another company that they don't want to use. They don't want you to use a level 1. They want you to use a level 3. The level 1 is like this. Snap and easily the snap and easy to take away from this pistol and to this holster. And the level 3 is like this. This retention inside 2. This is the another retention before you get the firearm. Push this one and there's another retention like this inside. So level 3 is a holster. The reason why I wanted to tackle this topic, because we start from the company required their armed officer to use a level 1. Of course, their policy, part of protocol that which is you sign from work or from the house to work, put that ammo in the chamber, holstered, and with your side or with your gear at your side when you go to work, fully uniform. And from work to home, the same thing. You need to go straight to home. And there is a situation that, for example, you are going to emergency, like for instance, go and drive to home from work, and you need to do. I'm gonna use this. You need to go to the bathroom, very, very urgent. So you pull over and go to the wherever store is that. Go to bathroom, which is if you do the really, it can't wait. That you need, especially if you have what you call you need to go number 2. So you cannot wait and just pull over and go to exit and then go to the store, or what store that you need to use the bathroom. So in that case, just go straight to the bathroom and go back to your car. Don't go stay there and buy something in there. Straight to the bathroom and ask permission. Most of the store that the bathroom is open, you don't need the key. So from the bathroom, go to the restroom and go back. What if when you go home or when you're parking lot from the bathroom, and there's a people try to get your sidearm or duty pistol. That's a big question. I wanted to answer that later on. There's a possibility that happened. And then when you go home in a parking lot, okay, but it's the situation that I mentioned earlier, that we need to go to the bathroom. It's not all the time. It's occasional, but then always go to the parking lot, which is where you live. What if in your parking lot there's someone we call bad guy and try to get your sidearm away from you? So this level 1, it's easy to get that. Of course, you need to fight or use your arm to avoid them to get the pistol or sidearm from you. What if the bad guy is bigger than you? It's easy, and you are not that really big and strong. What happened when you use the level 3? Level 3 is hard to get from you because you need to push this first and click this, and it's hard to get from you. Get that firearm away from you. See, it's hard. And fight with your hand-in-hand combat. But use this is for me, this is safest. The reason I mentioned that if you guys shout out to the security arm officer, if you agree this one, that you need to use this one. I believe that they are really happy if this company, or if they have company use this kind of holster, then you need to revise or change that policy to use this holster level 3. And then, okay, that's basically talking about safety and security. Safety is very, very important. Save yourself before you protect people. And as a security officer, the nature of the kind of job that I have is to protect the personnel or my client and the property, which is just to let you know that it's my passion to protect, especially to protect myself and my family. Okay, so and then in terms of armed officer, and you have people, you meet people that really don't like firearm, in other words gun, and I understand, we respect their perspective, and all the security officer and law enforcement perspective, I believe you guys agree with me that if we remember the slogan of that American Lobby famous slogan that gun don't kill people, but people do, right? And getting and owning the gun or firearm, there's a huge responsibility. Agree with that? Huge responsibility. And they or the state or the federal or DOJ wanted to want to make sure that you are a right person to own the gun. You undergo the psychology test, you undergo all that kind of test to before you get in the post. The company need to get that psychology test, and before you get your firearm permit, you have to take that test, psychology test and drug test or live scan. Make sure that you are not in danger for yourself and you are not in danger to others. Okay? So, people out there that are really distracted, I advise you, they're distracted to even see or hear the word gun. Advise you, don't be distracted and even don't be intimidated, okay? Because like what I said, it just for example, we use the stove. The stove itself didn't open the fire without someone to operate it. Okay? Hindi mo makikita yung fire sa stove kung hindi mo buksan. In terms of the firearm, with that firearm, the right person to own that firearm, there's a huge responsibility. Shout out again to the responsible gun owner of that in this nature of job. Oh, if you are private or law enforcement, security officer armed, shout out to you. And yeah, in people that don't like to hear that word or even see the gun, again, of course, encourage you to adopt that slogan, which as I mentioned earlier. Make sure that when you buy a firearm, there's a purpose in a positive way, in a right motive. Me personally, I getting used to play basketball. I'm a sports person, play basketball, and if I play good, I can feel that I play good. And especially if I shoot three-point shoot, and I really feel good. And in talking about in shooting range, just to remind or to inform everyone that shooting range using a firearm is a sports. And I become a sports lover, especially in shooting range. When you make that a good groupings, it's called groupings. To those of you a shooter, in all of us love that groupings. If you have that kind of groupings, it's really feel good. Make sure that when you buy a firearm, there's a purpose in a positive way, in a right motive. Me personally, I getting used to play basketball. I'm a sports person, play basketball, and if I play good, I can feel that I play good. And especially if I shoot three-point shoot, and I really feel good. And In talking about and shooting range, just to remind or to inform everyone that shooting range using a firearm is a sports. And I become as a sports lover, and especially in shooting range. When you make that a good groupings, it's called groupings. To those of you a shooter, in all of us love that groupings. If you have that kind of groupings, it's really feel good. And we have that proved. Some Asian or people that had what is that award, or medal from their competition, to have that a good quick or speed, or to have that good target, and they become a skilled to that. So nasarap ng pakiramdam na you are in sports. You don't use that motive in a wrong way. You always use that in a positive way. Okay? And in the shooting range, it's always it's easy to distract. It's easy to forget and to distract. What if that shooting in a shooting range, you are distracted, and people distracted to what you hold. Okay, so and in a safety manner, of course, you have to follow the rule. Treat the firearm is always loaded. Don't put that muzzle, don't aim that muzzle if you are not ready to shoot or destroy. When you are in the shooting range, again, I mentioned that the previous video, when you are in the range, make sure that your firearm pointed into the range. And then if you ask something, if you need to ask something, just drop that firearm to the table, and before you ask some friend, you need to ask something. And yeah, in the apparatus like this, because it's called apparatus, the deadly apparatus, right? Deadly apparatus. And you need to understand that apparatus is not moving by itself, not really you don't even make them move. Okay, so again, gun or weapon don't kill people, but people do. If you think that you are not ready to purchase a gun, maybe you need to just search yourself and find out why you're not ready. Maybe because you are not in the sports, in the shooting range, or maybe you're scared, or I believe you are distracted. And because of you are distracted, and your mind, you not control your mind, it come to your mind the word violent. The violence is not happening, it's just violent. weed out the bad guy, wrong people. Because I believe all the gun owners, as I mentioned earlier, they have a big responsible, including myself. Okay, so yes, there's a psychology test before you get the firearm. That's really quick. And again, I have go to work and full uniform, and I have another job that use this kind of, without mentioning the name of the company, use the level 3, and this level 3 is I have a peace of mind putting ammo in the chamber, go to work. Some company that you don't need to put ammo in the chamber, go to work, as long as this pistol right there, this pistol is empty, there's no magazine, it's empty, no magazine. So putting this firearm, this is my duty firearm. This is a MMP, Smith & Wesson. Look, if you look that, can you grab that right away? No. You need to manipulate this first. Push this first and get that. I believe that idiot people grab that and put your finger, go straight to the trigger. That's why the accidental happened, which is I agree, it happened to me before. Okay, that's trigger should be, or some, not, it happened to me before, not in the shooting range, not in the duty pistol, but with my daily firearm, which is I always put ammo in the chamber when I go to public. I have to bring that firearm to protect myself and my family. Why? Do I have a right, or why I bring that firearm? I don't bring that firearm without privilege that gave to me or to everybody. Protect yourself, and wherever you feel that a place that is not safe, just bring that firearm. So in a safe like that, get that pistol. It's really safe. It's not easy to take that away from you. Manipulate that first, and this one, see, so your finger from here, so it's easy. It's hard to get away from you, right? And this one here, right here, level 1. Snap is easy to snap. See? Easy. Really easy to take away from you. Okay? So, safety and security. Title this is a weapon don't kill people, but people do. And a wrong person to have that firearm, that's why they have really thoroughly to test you or to find out if you are responsible to own a gun. All right. So in terms of safety and security, and people don't don't want to like really hear that words weapon or firearm, and even just talking about it or see it, they don't like. And yes, of course, I understand, which is before I learned to into a sports in a shooting range, I become my sports. Before that, I'm scared. How what if? But if you have that right motive, and if you have that really a huge responsibility, and embrace that to yourself and to your mind. Okay, so it's safe and security. Like this pistol that I have, this is my pistol in other company. This is CG75 CG SP1, a Shadow SP1. It's empty. There's no ammo right there. There's no ammo. Because if you have ammo, you split out in this. This CG, this is my duty pistol in another company. It's really this is 9mm. It's really heavy. It's really good. It's heavy. Yeah, it's really good. And have that confident to use this in the target shooting range than the light pistol without naming with it. But I noticed that there's no recoil. So empty. So see, this is my duty pistol. It's empty. No. It's hard. It's hard to get this pistol. That's why I encourage students that management in the company to I suggest that to revise that for your employee or armed officer safety and your safety. But remember, again, I just remind you, all of us, all the gun owner, responsible owner is really understood or understand that this is last resources. This is last resources. Okay? Huwag kang mayabang. Mayroon kang nito, huwag kang mayabang. Tapos, hawakan mo yan. Pag hinawakan mo yan sa harap ng tao, tapos may amo pala, malalaglag na lang dyan sa table like this. Tapos maraming tao. And then, sama pa dyan, hawak ka niyan, hindi mo alam kung hindi ka train kasi hinawakan mo, and then ang tao. You wait until you get that palm away from your hands. I experienced that. I witnessed that. I So too in my eyes too. Kita ko sa dalawang mata ko, nalaglag ang bala. Inagaw, without mentioning the name. Inagaw someone and then nalaglag ng bala. So, that's idiot. Don't play that. Yung paglaruan yan kasi isang ano lang, kamali ka, sasaktan ka. Okay? Sasaktan ka. Wala kasing nahuli. Wala kasing nauna yung pagsisisi, palaging nahuli. So, but every act, every words that came out from your mouth, there's a think and think. Think first before you say it. Think first before you do it. This is the right thing to do or wrong action. Okay? So, safety and security, this topic. And now, as a promise that I mentioned earlier, that how I met the former president in the USA, America, and why. And when I work as security officer, we are on post, and the post that I signed with that company, shout out to Pascor, and first and foremost, shout out to Charles Bilaseran and his wife. Because of them, they're the reason why I work in an international airport. They have to talk to their boss, and they recommend myself to work on that company, security agency. And then I was my boss trusted me to assign in that Aegis Aviation, which is owned by Salonga, Edward Salonga. I stayed there like the whole 5 years in my, sometimes I'm off, I go to another department, but most of my 5 years work with them, I work in Aegis Aviation, which is the Aegis Aviation. All of the aircraft there is from the different country, VIP aircraft. Most of the personnel, VIP personnel is military. The boss called me in his office. He said, we have a meeting that we are assigning you to the post, which is this president or VIP. He didn't even tell me what's the VIP name, which is the VIP personnel is coming next month. So we are assigning you at this time. We are get your background check and we go from there. So pang simula noon, and natapos na siguro yung background, tinawag na ako, okay, start this day, and you are there, but make sure that day the post was ramp area. Make sure that you follow the protocol because we have arm and post, and we need to obey the memorandum that all the security officer arm or the police officer, airport police, they avoid us to have that firearm, duty firearm. So we cannot have firearm in duty. So when I worked there, and that moment, a special moment, I worked with the Joselito, shout out to Joselito Francisco. He is my partner in the Aegis ramp, Aegis Aviation in ramp area. I saw in my eyes in the aircraft, Air Force One, two Air Force One, two aircraft. The other one, the Air Force, two Air Force, two aircraft that arrived, and the big Air Force One was arrived last. The last aircraft that arrived, and I saw this former president came down from the stairs from the aircraft. Former President George Bush. Former President George Bush. If you noticed in my profile I believe I posted in the Facebook and somewhere in my media account. Someone took me a picture, because at that moment we don't allow to take a picture with president. Took a picture in the aircraft, but that aircraft, that area itself, you cannot go there without your ID, and one of our name is listed in the manifest and immigration list. If you don't have, if the security party, advanced party, military from the US posted in that rough area, they have like total of 200 personnel, military personnel in that airport, and that in the ramp area also. Maybe they have 8 in different posts. They have drone, they have every CCTV that they have to monitor that area. And if you are in the gate, even if you have ID, company ID, they have to ask your name with your ID and with your driver's license, and they are making sure that your name is in the manifest. If your name is not in the manifest, then you need to go back. So that's about it. The really special moment, why and how I met the former President George Bush, which is really so privileged to have that kind of experience. Pakasarap po na pakiramdam until hanggang ngayon. In-embrace ko po yung feeling na yon, embrace ko po yung experience na yon, pero yun po, napakasarap po na pakiramdam. Napakasarap po na pakiramdam na inatasan ka, pinagkatiwalaan ka ng yung boss na may assign dyan, and that trust until now I still remember and I embrace and bring to that company, whatever company that I have, especially in a security officer, security nature of job. And that's it. And again, safety is our priority. Okay? I hope you enjoy, and kung first time ka sa video ito, paki like and please subscribe. At kung sa alam mo, pakiramdam mo na mayroong dapat matuto o ma-bless, i-share mo na rin ang video ito para sila ay magkaroon ng konting or matuto sila para sila ay para nila matutunan ang video ito. Mayroon silang matutunan sa video ito. Okay? So, if you new to this video channel, please like and subscribe and share to that people, especially that in people that are responsible people, gun owner responsible, or even if you don't have firearm yet, you think that you are responsible and you have to protect yourself and your family then don't get intimidated. Don't get distracted. Okay? Um, I'm sorry, alam ko na mahaba na itong video, but again, I want to read this slogan. Really important slogan. Oh, I already mentioned to you earlier that, ulitin ko ulit, weapon or firearm don't kill people, but people do. There's a right motive there, it become a wrong motive. Okay? So, of course, it's not what we call it become violent if the right person or responsible gun owner, it's impossible. It's impossible. Of course, there's a accidental firearm discharge, but we are responsible. I guarantee you, the gun owner has to embrace that responsibility with us. Okay, so and yeah, protect yourself and your family. Be safe, and I hope you enjoy this video. Until next time, safety and security. Bye bye.